Hello, everybody. I'm CP. I'm joined by Bob. Bob,
Hey.
we're here specially thanks in part to the Batman versus Superman third. Is it the third trailer? Second trailer?
It
It's
gets a little muddled. There was a trailer a lot like the Comic-Con footage, so I guess it's kind of the fourth, but really the
wow. Okay,
third.
so there was a new trailer that dropped Wednesday night on Jimmy Kimmel and whatever, and I've seen it already. Bob has not. So we're going to get a live reaction out of Bob, but we're going to get a full coast to coast type show here. Lindsay will be joining us shortly. He's on his way home from work, and I would imagine he hasn't seen it, so perhaps we'll get his live reaction as well, and we will talk about it and discuss things that I really can't wait to talk about because I've seen it. Like I said, I've seen it, and I'm bursting at the seams here. So hopefully Lindsay hurries his ass, and we won't talk for too long. But
Yeah, I'm interested to see it.
yeah, I'm interested to. I mean, there's no secret. As far as comic book property, I trust you so higher than God when it comes to comic book property. So I'm really intrigued. I have a couple of questions, a couple of, I'm dying to hear your opinion on a couple of things, and I'm just excited. I'm excited that like it's still fresh in my head. It's still kind of exciting. People may stumble on this live. It could still be fresh with them. They may not see it yet. So like this is the first time we actually have like a live chat, and we're going to be like meta. We're going to be so in the moment. It's going to be so awesome. But until Lindsay gets around, we're going to kill a little bit of time. He shouldn't be that long. I would imagine maybe 10-20 minutes tops. But we both saw some stuff. We have some stuff to talk about. I was just telling Bob before we got on that there is a screening for Point Break in New York City on the 8th. And the film comes out on December 25th. And
Merry Christmas. Here's Point Break.
yeah, I think that's early considering it doesn't look very good.
Now they are getting it out by the end of the year, though, so maybe they're doing that so they can get Academy Awards in there.
Maybe for special effects. maybe there's some incredible things going on with special effects.
Maybe the editing has very poorly represented the actors.
Right. You know what? The one like I always try to do is I try to see both sides. Perhaps there's something that's really worth clinging to. Like maybe the stunts really are incredible, and they think that the strength of just the stunts alone might win some people over. What do you think of that theory, Bob?
They might think that. If that's what they're going for, though, I'm not looking forward to it. I
Yeah.
mean, I I could watch the prequels and get great special effects for the time, but the story is shit.
Yeah. Great lightsaber battle in episode 3, but
A
what does
great
that
one in
mean?
episode one too, but
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Actually, that's probably a better lightsaber battle. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, but
Yeah,
episode three one's good too. But
yeah, exactly.
the episode six one has far more emotion.
Oh yeah. When Luke starts getting pissed, yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm. I can't. I mean, I said to Bob before we went live, I'm thinking maybe if they were going to have a screening, normally it would be a couple days before. I'm thinking maybe they're trying to avoid Star Wars altogether because it'll still be the fourth or fifth day of release that Star Wars will be out, that they would normally screen it. So maybe they're just trying to jump the gun completely. But I still, it's 17 days is early, early.
yeah. I honestly don't know. It's Point Break. Honestly, to be perfect, I've not put much thought into this movie.
I know.
Other than to watch the trailer and laugh. I mean, whenever it
Yeah,
comes on in the theater, I'm just like chuckling to myself.
I get pissed. I get pissed because in my head I'm like, well, something I could be watching some other trailer right now. It's so annoying. Like I have not seen the last Star Wars trailer in IMAX, in 3D, any of that.
Yeah,
And,
I would
and
love to watch that or the Civil War trailer in a theater before watching
oh
Point
yeah,
Break again.
yeah, right, exactly.
Mm.
And that Sisters, I'm done seeing that trailer. Stop. You're wasting 2 minutes of my life. Give me shit. Give me the
Yeah,
goddamn, yeah,
that's
anything.
that's one of those movies. If you're not sold on immediately, you're not gonna watch the trailer and be like, "Oh, you know what? There's nothing special in that trailer."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? Forget Star Wars. I
Yeah,
think I want to laugh that weekend.
yeah. That Star Wars trailer didn't look very good, but that Sisters.
Yeah, yeah. It's so strange with the. It's like maybe there's a lot of stuff being packed in those last couple of weeks. I really hope it's not it's not like for Academy reasons, because
Yeah.
you have Star Wars, you have The Revenant, Sisters, Point Break, uh,
Well, The Revenant's definitely for Academy reasons, but
Hateful Eight. Like, oh,
well,
this.
Hateful Eight's only limited though. I'm not gonna get that.
Oh, right, right.
I'm
They're Americans snipering that.
yeah.
Um, it's just it's just it's just too tight, and especially knowing, like, just if episode 7 is mediocre,
Hmm.
it's just going to obliterate a lot.
Well, something I've been wondering about recently is, I mean, the last two trailers have been so good. There's a chance this thing might get built up to the point where even if it's pretty good, it'll get so much rage for just being pretty good, you know?
Yeah, you're talking about not filling the expectation, is what
Yeah,
you're saying?
because the hype has been built up so high. I was thinking about it
Yeah.
the other day. It's like, there's no way this movie is as good as I'm suspecting it is. It's probably really good, but holy crap.
I'm trying so hard to just like reserve all that, just any sort of energy. And here we are. We're now officially 2 full weeks away from the early screenings,
Hmm.
and fuck, it's really hard. It's really hard not to get excited. Uh, I, I mean, I keep,
Well,
I
it's not
keep,
helping those two trailers were so freaking good. Those
yeah,
last two trailers, holy crap.
yeah. And then
Oh,
have you seen the most recent, like, Evil, the Sith-based TV spot?
yeah. I actually saw it on TV like maybe a couple hours ago.
Oh my
I think it
god!
might have been on during Arrow, but yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it looks good.
it really does. In my head, I'm like, what if it's bad? Like, what happens? What? How do I deal with it if it's bad?
Kylo Ren is really Jar Jar Binks.
Uh,
Everybody gonna die!
Misa gonna do it for you.
Oh, man.
That would be a lot. That would suck a lot of poodoo right there.
Yeah.
That would not be a good time. But like, it's even just the trailers alone, the cinematography.
Mhm.
Even if they did nothing else with the cameras, if it's just 2 minutes of that cinematography, and then like an hour and 58 minutes of just George Lucas type stationary tracking shots, I still think it's better than the prequels.
Oh, probably.
There's
I
so
mean,
much. There's the camera. There's I don't know where I saw it. There was like, they showed like 20 seconds of Rey and Finn running to a ship to escape, and it
oh yeah,
explodes.
that was on a few weeks ago where they did the Jimmy Kimmel Live did the Star
Yes,
Wars
yes,
Day
yes,
thing,
yes, yes. And
which isn't actually Star Wars Day, but yeah.
that was gorgeous.
Yeah, I know. There was nothing to that scene either, but it was
Right,
just like that looks
right,
so cool.
right, right. Exactly,
It's like I
exactly.
have no context to this, but this looks great.
Yeah, they're just running to a thing that is no longer there, and
Yeah,
oh, the camera's moving. You feel like there's, like you said, no context, but there's just so much. Oh, I'm excited. It could be hype, but oh man.
yeah. I'm really concerned about that hype because it's like there's a really good chance this will not be the greatest movie ever created in the history of man. But
Yeah,
it's feeling like it will be.
right. Spielberg has watched it 3 times already, apparently.
Really?
I don't know what that means. I mean,
Mm.
Spielberg made Indiana Jones 4, so
Yeah, I mean, he watched all the prequels beforehand. I
he
remember.
had he had a little bit to do with episode 3 too.
Yeah, it was like,
Uh, do you think? Do you think maybe there could be a chance of there being some goggles, and people maybe, if it is, let's just say it is really good, perhaps excellent. Do you think that maybe the nostalgia goggles might have some people undercutting it? Like, let's just say it's the second best in all of the Star Wars.
Mhm.
Do you think maybe people don't give it the credit? See, that wasn't that long at all.
No, that wasn't long at all.
Hi, Lindsay.
How are you, lovelies?
We're talking about just how much hype everybody's giving Star Wars, and uh, we're
Wait, I was
nervous.
still talking about the road ship.
The road ship? Is that like the Fellowship of the Ring, but it's the road ship of the car wheel? I don't know. That joke.
It's the big movie that comes out in 2 weeks. Don't you know about it?
Oh, that thing with like the thing and the stuff.
Yeah.
Oh. Hateful Eight. Yeah, dude, I can't wait.
That
You know
one's
what I really
real.
can't wait for? Krampus.
That's this Friday. That's
I know, that's what I'm talking about. Like, who cares about Star Wars? Just give me Krampus.
So I'll let you chime in on this, Lindsay. I just want to hear Bob. What I asked Bob was, we're worried that perhaps there's just so much hype.
Of
We're
course.
worried that what if this thing sucks? And I kind of countered that and said, what if it's really good and people have like nostalgia goggles on and like won't admit it?
All of that's possible. Like, we've seen all of those
Yeah.
things before. Like, we've seen things killed by hype that actually, were sort of decent. I didn't expect this conversation, so give me a minute. I'll think of an example. But then there have been other things that, like, everyone would assume. I mean, it's happened. These things have happened before. Every scenario that can happen has happened with Hollywood and movies.
Age of Ultron wasn't nearly as good as everybody assumed it would be.
Mhm.
I enjoyed myself in the theater. I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Movie. Like, all the hype, like, because I expected it to be something else, and when it
Yeah.
started for me to be what it was, I really appreciated that. So, yeah, like, those things do definitely go both ways.
Yeah, you're actually right. I think I rest on both sides of that. Mad Max, I didn't think was holy Christ. Listen, it's top 5 for me. I didn't think the greatest thing ever.
Boo.
It's not
Jurassic
the greatest
World.
thing ever, but it's
Jurassic
really
World. I was just hook, line, and sinker.
Well, yeah, Jurassic World's no It Follows. Don't worry, bro.
It Follows is another one.
Yeah, dude, some people that hate that movie just do not like that movie. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But It Follows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realize there's much hate for that, but there's
Well,
hate
not
for
hate.
everything, so
Yeah,
there's hate.
Yeah.
It's more disappointment. Like, I read this thing that Tarantino said. It was like, It Follows is so good, it angers me that it's not better. I'm like, what? What does that mean, Tarantino? What are you saying? You wish it was more beautifuler?
Well, you also got Tarantino is a great filmmaker, but you gotta look at his film taste. I mean, this is a guy that came from Battlefield Earth and talked about how awesome it is.
You
Yeah.
like Battlefield Earth? Really?
Well, I liked it too, but not for genuine reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
When
it's a fun laugh.
the Lone Ranger came out, he was all about that.
Weird. Okay. Well, everyone's got this thing.
I mean, James Cameron did that thing promoting
Yeah.
Genesis.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a great filmmaker, but what the hell, man?
Yeah.
Which- Go
You
ahead.
know what? I like Click. That movie's a piece of shit, but I love it.
The Adam
Yeah,
Sandler movie?
movie? Yeah, I really
Yeah,
like that movie.
I don't mind it. It's a Ghost of Christmas Past type
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
sort of. Yeah, no, it's all right.
No, Yeah, I think it's like the last good Sandler movie, if we're being
Yeah,
honest.
there's definitely been worse. There's definitely been
Yeah, I
worse.
mean,
Worse.
I wouldn't say I like it, but if you pointed a gun to my head and said watch an Adam Sandler movie, it'd probably be up there.
Are Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison not around
Yeah.
in this scenario?
Well, they've already taken off and run for it because there's a guy with a gun, and it's kind of weird. Click is so
Mhm.
dumb it ran into the wall and it fell down, and now it's stuck there, so you have to pick it. Like,
Bob, do you think there's any chance of that, or if there is, just like how do we in the world of the internet handle such butthurt fans?
Well, with Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna. I can almost guarantee you, even if it's great,
yeah.
it's likely to be all over the board.
Mm.
And conversely, like for some of the shit that I've talked about it, and like I still don't think J.J. Abrams was the best choice to direct it. But if this movie blows me away and makes me cry, I'm fully ready to make a video where I just apologize my brains off. Like, but
Yeah.
if it's a piece of shit, I'm also going to call it a piece of shit and love every second of it. But
What confuses me is he was a genuine fan, this, that, and the other, but he's only making one.
Well, I
Like-
guess they only
get it.
wanted them to do one a piece.
yeah, I get.
I am interested to see what Ryan Johnson does because I do like his other movies.
Yes.
I don't know if it'll necessarily fit all that well, but it'll probably be a good watch. Worst case scenario. Good.
I mean, Looper, like the guy knows how to do sci-fi. Like,
Yeah, Looper and Brick are both great movies.
yeah, you're right.
And it looks like we might get another PG-13, because this one's PG-13. Episode 7 is PG-13.
Mhm.
Ryan Johnson, shit. I would imagine it would be another PG-13 unless they try to. I mean, there's so much we don't know about Episode 7. Maybe there's some really dark shit that's going to happen here that.
Yeah. And actually, going back to Ryan Johnson, I mean, considering this is probably going to be, they're going to go for the Empire Strikes Back of this trilogy.
Oh, he's doing number 2.
He makes sense.
Right, yeah. Trevorrow's doing 3. Or 9, whatever.
Trevorrow. That's gonna
Mhm.
that's gonna be an interesting thing.
Yeah,
I can stop banging on Jurassic.
Well, they're going for the Return of the Jedi, so.
That's true.
as much as I enjoy Jurassic World, I do think those are gigantic shoes in a far different sneaker store to fill.
I'll give Hollywood this. They're taking chances. Like, Abrams, like, I would call him kind of a risk. Johnson, like, I mean, he's never done anything this big
No.
before.
Well,
like,
Abrams
Trevorrow's
did
so
Mission
new.
Impossible 3s. I don't care who says what. Mission Impossible 3 is good.
No, I like Mission
It's
Impossible.
entertaining, and Philip Seymour Hoffman,
He's
easily the best villain in the series by, like, miles.
And it's not even close. You're right.
so good.
He made Star Trek fun.
Yeah. I was going to say,
Um,
that's why I don't think Abrams is really a risk, because Star Trek, the new Star Trek movies are just fun sci-fi movies.
Sure.
And if he can pull that
Sure
off
is.
with imagine what he can do with a really solid script.
Yeah. Just give me
that's true.
the first Star Trek all over again with jumbled
Better
Star
writing.
Wars. I'm
Better
fine with that.
script, I'd prefer, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I mean, like, he doesn't have what's-his-face and what's-his-face who just make everything terrible. So, like, yeah, I guess.
Oh, yeah. What was it? Like,
The same guys that write
the
Or-
Coen Brothers?
Kurtzman or something? No.
Yeah, you got it. Orchie and Kurtzman, yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
And Joel Cohen?
Yeah, exactly. Wait, there's a Coen brother doing this? I need to sign on right now.
Oh my God.
Garfield.
I don't know if they'd make a good Star Wars movie, but they'd definitely make a Star Wars movie I want to see.
Oh, yes. I would
The Coens?
watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dialogue would be fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Bill Murray would be in it.
Have a
He's the
Star
only
Wars
one.
trilogy and have the Coens direct one,
Oh,
have
God.
Tarantino direct one.
Already on board.
Scorsese.
Oh.
Yes.
How would they sign
I am-
Rolling Stones music
I
into
am
Star
on
Ward?
board completely.
There'd
Sympathy
be at
for
least
the Devil.
one Rolling Stones song in that
Yeah.
goddamn movie.
trying to think if they
Oh.
have any, like, sci-fi type songs at all. I'm not coming up with anything. I'm not.
I don't
I
think
don't even
so.
think so. No.
All right. So, Lindsay, have you seen the new trailer yet?
I've seen it twice.
The Batman vs Superman trailer?
I have seen it twice. Yes.
All right. Okay. So,
You
sorry,
saw.
sorry to the viewers in the future or viewer now, whatever.
Hi, Tracy.
But, Tracy, where have you been? Either you stopped watching me or whatever. Say hello.
Just know you're okay.
Yeah, just let me know you're alive. That's all. I don't care if you don't like me anymore. That's fine. Bob has not seen it yet, so we're gonna get a live reaction.
Woo! Oh, I'm
so-
especially excited.
And
for
you
that.
will get to find out why I don't make reaction videos.
Oh no, I don't. I don't blame you.
Guys, remember, don't talk over it. You need to be absolutely silent.
Right, do it exactly. You don't breathe. What are you doing?
Because it's not about us reacting to the video, it's about the video. So the video
Right.
needs to be shown, it needs to be heard. 'Cause
It's
not
about
yeah.
it's about the viewer's experience, not your reaction in your reaction video. It's
Well, we
about
need to react the way
viewer.
that they want us to react.
All right, so Bob, do you know where it is? Do you have it somewhere?
Yeah, I actually have it loaded up right here in our tab.
Okay, so I will.
Yeah, I'll do it too. All right, let's all start at the exact same moment.
Lindsay, where do you have it?
I was going to go to YouTube.
You know what? Because do you have like an iPad or something? Because that dead space where you're sitting, if you could do this over your shoulder, that'd be incredible.
Actually, I think I got something else I could do. Here, let me just rearrange everything for 30 seconds here.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm serious.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hold on a second. Let's see how long these wires stretch for. My fly is up, right? It is. Okay, good. I'm going to be like, up in front of the camera for a minute here. Like,
Speaking of the Coen brothers, Intolerable Cruelty, dude.
Yeah, that looks good. Oh, no, not that. I've never seen it. That's how I didn't get it.
You talk about the George Clooney, Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah.
I wasn't thrilled with it, but there is that one scene that is classic. There's
Display settings, advanced settings. So here, if I turn the brightness down, it shouldn't.
Well, it's, you know what?
Here.
If we just get a visual reference just to know where Bob is so that we know what he's reacting to.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't have to be completely perfect. Well, I mean,
Pretty good. How does that look? That looks pretty good, right?
yeah, Bob. Oh, you're going to be seeing it on a much better scale.
oh no.
Oh,
So-
what, is that supposed to look like that? The gray thingies? Do you have it ready?
Sorry, now I just need to pull up the trailer itself.
Casino Royale.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that movie is like 10 years old. Deal with the
Remind me-
times, man.
Where's your I
Remind me
Am
to
Legend?
finish my
Bob?
stuff. Like, it's like I need to finish that video still. That's what it is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
in that.
yeah.
Yeah, I actually forgot about it.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. I've had more technical difficulties with that trailer, with that video, than every other technical ability the entire year.
Dude, it's
Everything
fine.
that could go wrong goes wrong every time I try. Yeah.
I
had
never have technical issues on my end.
Damn you, Bob, and your.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I have like 10 videos that have either been half finished. I have Bob's voice on my hard drive that I'm just waiting for another Suicide Squad trailer, and
I love the way that you worded that. That's like not creepy whatsoever. I have Bob's voice on my computer.
I reprogrammed everything.
ICP.
So instead of Hal, it's just Bob.
Yes. All right. Are we ready for this?
Bob, whenever you're ready, you let us know.
Okay, I am hovering over the play button right now.
Okay. Count of three.
Sure.
On three or after three?
On three.
Okay, on three. Okay, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, cars. It's Ben Affleck.
Oh, he's a little ahead.
I'm not him.
Warner is making this. That's good.
Yes, yeah. Justice.
Why you ask me about him?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, burn.
Yeah, he's slightly ahead.
Gotham City and me. He's a clown.
I want to talk to you about Facebook.
Let me tell you the rules with the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. Double tap.
Language.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad. A little forced. That's good.
Yay, robot boys.
This is happening.
Yeah, this is where I get a little.
They went there. Already.
Oh,
Yep.
Metallo.
Wait, is that who it is?
No. Even I know who it is.
I mean, I thought I knew who it
It's
was.
Black Canary.
For the record, that was a cool reveal. Like how she's like, and I'm here. That's kind of cool. Like, but
I like the
went
extra
there.
sound bit for the date.
So, immediate thoughts, Bob.
Oh, I'm a little disappointed they actually have Doomsday in there. I feel like he needs his own Superman movie. Maybe, with JLA cameos, if you want to be rigid to the comic story, but...
Lindsay?
This movie's so fucking doomed. It's going to be such an epic train wreck. Like, is this going to be a 4-hour-long movie? How else are they supposed to do all this? How else are they supposed to do justice to Doomsday, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Batman? And remember that this is a Superman movie, a sequel to another. It's Superman 2 here.
It does appear to be getting fuller and fuller and fuller.
And we haven't even
Joker
seen
teases?
Aquaman or Flash in it.
Like,
And Cyborg is in there. He's part of
Yeah,
the
that's right.
Cast
Cyborg
list.
is confirmed. That's right.
I mean, just what the fuck? I'm sorry to drop an F-bomb here, but this is too much.
dude, that's fucking fine.
Yeah, I'm still hopeful, but I'm still concerned because I would have been so happy if DC just said, we're just going to do a Superman Batman movie. And then you just have some villain for him. But, we're introducing a new Batman, but we're going to introduce him to a Superman movie because we just did Dark Knight. We want to space out a bit more.
I mean, the exchange that Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent have, that was neat. The little dick swinging and the
Yeah.
you're.
Yeah, that was cute.
I enjoyed that.
But then what the fuck is that Lex Luthor shit? Sorry.
I was just going to say, the more we see of Lex Luthor, the more it seems like. Why is his name slip my mind?
Jesse
The actor-
Oh, Jesse
Yes,
Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg. He like the first little bit we had the red coats are coming like that.
Yeah,
That seemed he seemed to be on a line where it was kind of bitchy but kind of neat in a way. But now the more that we see of him, the more I'm like, oh, he's too like bratty.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually one of the guys. I said I kind of felt like Jesse Eisenberg's kind of like we haven't really seen his range yet, so I felt like he could be good.
I agree.
But this is not filling me with hope.
Right.
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg, I think, is a much more versatile actor than people give him credit. Like, he's got a very
He might
strong
still be,
personality.
but
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting Mark Zuckerberg plays Lex Luthor.
Right.
Well,
Lindsay,
not even
do you
Mark
still have
Zuckerberg,
that
'cause he's
link
too
up?
goofy.
Lindsay,
Yeah.
Say again?
do you still have that link
Which one?
to the trailer again?
Yeah, I can pull it up again.
Do you mind just throwing it on again, just to like to have it background?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
I
Should I turn
don't.
the sound off? Well, I guess you guys can't hear it anyway because it's in my headphones.
No, we can't.
So yeah, just okay.
You could even mute it on the page if you wanted for your own safety.
Yeah, I just did it. We're good.
So, can
What is
it
there to say?
can it end up being like the Avengers?
Not a chance in hell.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, because
I want. Go ahead.
No, Bob, I insist. Go ahead.
Okay. I want it to be, but I cannot put. I didn't even think the Avengers would be the Avengers.
Yeah.
But I definitely had more faith in Joss Whedon to pull it off than Zack Snyder.
Mm-hmm. And for the record, I like Snyder. Like, I even like Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
Like, I respect what it is and what it
I
meant
don't
to be.
like Sucker Punch, but visually it's fantastic.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
there's things you could watch Sucker Punch. Yeah, there's reasons to watch Sucker Punch.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's just to look at pretty shit.
Mhm. Mute it and put it on at a party. You're fine.
Right.
Too. I mean, like, Watchmen's one of my favorite superhero movies.
Oh,
Easily
Watchmen
top
was
5.
great.
Yeah.
That was also rigidly following the comic book.
Yes. But when it had to, and taking it when they made sense.
I did like the liberty it took at the end.
Yes,
That's a really disputed topic, but yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Bob, the Doomsday storyline, how does that parallel to the Batman Superman crossover?
It doesn't.
No.
That's the death of Superman, isn't it? That's
Yeah. I think I even have it up here. I don't know if I can dig it out though.
I believe in you, Bob.
I almost got it. If
And while you
computer
get that,
crashes,
I'll
it
get
says,
Watchmen.
here we go. Death of Superman, and I don't even recall Batman being in this thing.
okay.
If
Yeah,
it is, it's a brief thing. I remember Guy Gardner being a dick in it. I remember.
because the movie is based on the comic based. Yes. Right? Isn't the movie supposed to be based on what Lindsay's holding up?
No, I'm holding up Watchmen just to be a dick.
Oh. Well, can it be based on what you're holding up?
I wish that would be.
No. We already
I
got
see
that
that.
movie.
So I was under the impression that the film, loosely is sort of what this is. Sort of.
That was the impression I was getting before too. But now Doomsday.
Doomsday. He's in.
Are they going to kill off Superman in this movie? Because otherwise, why are you pulling out the Doomsday card?
You're
I
blending
don't
a
see
lot
the
of
point to
fucking
it.
storylines too, then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I, mean,
I do not see any point in bringing out the Doomsday card unless you
No.
kill off the guy at the end.
I mean, I get it. Like because they want to have a threat be there that justifies the creation of something like the Justice League. But this
There's
movie
so many they could pull from, though.
exactly and things that wouldn't be wasted.
And why
I
are they
mean,
on
they're
differing
introducing
sides?
Kryptonite too. Why do you need Kryptonite if fucking Doomsday's there?
Right.
As a
He could
very-
pummel Superman to death. He could.
And what's the deal with Zod? Like, what? Just how much shit are you bringing into this movie?
Yeah.
Well, the
Actually-
backstory of go ahead, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, I actually thought the smart move might be, since in the last trailer we saw Kryptonite,
Mhm.
to go ahead and do something like Metallo, like we haven't seen before. You could revamp Metallo and make him cool, and he could be almost. Yeah, he could be a throwaway villain. He is kind of a big Superman villain, but you could cram him in there. Doomsday is such a big deal.
Yeah.
My thing though is like, is there not enough drama? Is Batman and Superman going toe to toe not enough? You need more than that.
Excellent
Mhm.
point, Lindsay. That's a hell of a point.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean, it's just like we've been waiting for this movie for years. Like not as long as for Star Wars Episode 7, but people have been wanting to see Batman fight Superman on the big screen for decades, and we're gonna get it now finally. And it's not even the main focus of the movie. It's not even the big.
yeah.
It's not the climax. The climax is gonna be fighting who the fuck, because that's what people are gonna refer to this character as. Who the fuck? Not
Mhm.
Doomsday, because we're not gonna get a chance to get to know him. Rant over. Go ahead, Bob.
Oh, I was just, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I was going to do a video. I decided not to, so I'll go ahead and go over here. But I was going to compare Civil War to Batman v Superman. And while at the time I thought that Batman v Superman trailer was better, Civil War I felt like had like more of an emotional connection. We're getting these two characters who are friends who are fighting over ideologies.
That we've seen.
Batman v Superman, we're getting two characters fighting each other because they're being misled, it looks like.
Yes.
Which sounds cooler.
Well, I'm down for like two characters getting tricked into doing it, but there's no emotional background for these characters.
Yeah,
we don't
exactly.
their history together. Whereas Iron Man and Captain America, like we've seen them fight and bicker and be at each other's throats, but we've also seen them, save each other's lives and be heroes together and hang out and share a beer and joke around. Like these guys are friends. So that moment when Captain America's like, "I'm sorry, but he's my friend," and Iron Man's like, "So was I."
Yeah,
that gets you.
That's like the best moment in the trailer. It's like, ooh.
Like, I actually went like, ooh, I legitimately did that the first time I saw that trailer. I have no emotional reaction to any of this.
Yeah, well, the only character you know is like Superman, Lois Lane, Perry White.
You don't care about them because their movie sucked.
Yeah, they didn't really. Well, I enjoyed Man of Steel, but it had problems. It was
if I'm gonna cling to something and try to, first of all, it's paramount. We all agree that Civil War certainly has more heart. You're certainly behind the feeling of it all, just way more. I don't remember which one of you said it. They could play off of one of them being misunderstood. I mean, they show the clip that Superman, when that fight happens in Man of Steel, that one of those buildings is a Wayne building, and Bruce Wayne is there. So perhaps Batman could think of Superman as some sort of villain, or like maybe not a bad guy, but not a good guy, an in-between guy, and
but
maybe
there's also that scene in the Comic-Con trailer where we see Superman kneeling to Lex Luthor.
Yes,
something's up there.
That was interesting. I've forgotten about that, but I'll see if I can find that trailer. Actually, I'll get that playing here.
Good job.
I've already played.
Segue.
Yeah. So what's I mean, so Lex Luthor is basically just trying to pit these two guys against each other because he thinks that if any human on the planet has a chance of killing Superman, it's Batman because he's motherfucking Batman. And when he sees that like maybe that's not gonna work, he's gonna whip out this like trump card of what if I put this weird alien glowy shit into Zod? Maybe that'll make something strong enough to kill Superman. Is that the plot?
Which doesn't make any sense. Unless the Kryptonite and Zod.
If I insert the screen crystal into
dead Kryptonian in the universe,
right? Like, I don't. And how does it get all rocky? Like, where does all that come from? Why does? Because it's
no idea.
It's like a rock. It's like all crystallish. Like it's like just a smearing. It's like a Jackson Pollock painting of a script. Like it's just a bunch of things that are just splashed together. And like this is cool, right? And Jackson Pollock is cool. I'm not knocking Jackson Pollock, but you wouldn't write a script like that, or at least not this script.
It's. I have to say this trailer didn't thrill me.
Like this stuff's interesting to me. The whole like he's got to go to like the Supreme Court and like and everything to like answer for.
Well,
things.
They do need to follow up.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
this is awesome.
Metropolis was leveled.
Yeah, and Batman seeing and experiencing all that, feeling him to want to beat the shit out of Superman. I'm down for it. That shit is cool. But you need to focus on that. You don't need to distract from it with Doomsday.
Yeah, what you're saying is absolutely right. But how long is this movie going to be? I mean, that's fine. That's all fine if that's the movie. But now you have Wonder Woman. Now you have fucking Doomsday, Zod for whatever reason, whatever the fuck. I mean, too many cooks. Too many cooks.
Yeah. If the movie was just like Superman versus Batman, and maybe have Lex Luthor pulling the strings, and maybe have Doomsday. And then that's it. No Aquaman, no Cyborg, no Flash, no Wonder Woman.
Yeah. And what are these
then
things?
That could work.
Did you guys take a look at these things yet? Like, what these things are?
Birds?
No, they're like insects. Here, hold on. Look at them. They've got, like, claws, and, like, if you could really kind of see them, they've got, like, scales and things like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, what are these things, and why are they attacking this thing that is, like, trying to fuck with Batman right now? These are legitimate insects. They're not, like, robot suits.
I
That
just had
looks-
to look it up. Comic
You see
books
there
have like
appendages
50
and stuff like
billion
that?
bug creatures.
that
Exactly.
looks. Lindsay, please pull the camera. You look at conspiracy theory guy.
Sorry,
Now look at this.
sorry.
In frame 52, you could clearly see there's a ghost.
I found Bigfoot. I found him. Yes, he's only there for 0.6 seconds, but I found him.
Shit, what was my that whole setup there that looks like right before when Batman is in chains and Superman plops down. That looks like the same little
Yeah.
area, so maybe those things capture Batman for Superman, or I'm just like adding up
Maybe?
the scenery that I've seen, and the color palette looks about right, and
No, I completely agree with you. Like, this is what subdues Batman.
uh-huh.
Or maybe Superman's left, and he's like, imprison him, and now these things are coming in.
Huh.
Like, because maybe they're trying to load Batman into this truck when this attack happens. And
Yeah.
maybe it's from maybe these are things that Lex Luthor has created with the kryptonite, so that's why he's like, maybe if I stick this green
Kryptonite bugs.
crystal, exactly.
Have you
Maybe these are from Krypton. Maybe they found eggs of these, like in
Oh,
some
God.
kryptonite or something, and these are kryptonite, like
Those are
insects.
Krypton mosquitoes.
Yes.
Have you guys seen what happened to Superman Lives, the documentary?
No, not yet.
I need to, but yes.
All right.
I know.
What you guys are talking about right now sounds so much like things that they wanted in the Nicolas Cage Superman.
Oh,
It's
really?
so funny, except it's actually here. I never thought about it and genuinely gave it more than a second of thought until like today. When you think about like comic book movies, something that has always been a success has either been Superman
Yes.
or Batman.
Yes.
Granted, there's a couple of shitty Batman lost its way. There's a couple of shitty Superman, whatever.
So even the good Superman movies kind of shit themselves in the end with spinning the world backwards. So, it
Right.
happens. Yeah.
But before comic book movies were cool, these two characters were doing it. They were doing it,
Yeah.
and it almost seems like even them failing was still kind of cool.
I thought it was interesting how both their franchises followed an extremely similar path of quality.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh
Right.
my God. Oh.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
But now looking at this, it's I never thought that it was possible, but I guess it is very possible, and I hope not, but it seems very probable that what if this is a fucking disaster? Like,
It's been feeling like a disaster for a while to me, but I've been hoping for the best. In the last trailer, the Comic-Con trailer, I was like, okay, I'm getting more into this.
yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. I mean, you think Batman and Superman? There's
That's
Just-
plenty for a movie. Let's not do
Right.
anything else.
right. What else do you like? Shit, the fucking thing prints its own money. What work do you need to do? Just have them fucking make it Freddy vs. Jason, except change the fucking there's not much to it. You're I don't know if they're trying to do fan service or what, but wouldn't it be absolutely ironic if the beginning of the end of comic book movies starts with a DC movie, considering all the Marvel property that's out there?
Yeah, that would be. And so like they made a big deal a few weeks ago that this movie's costing I think $420 million.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so it's currently the most expensive movie ever made. I mean, supposedly Infinity Wars is going to be $1 billion to do altogether. So
I
but-
could see that though with the cast
Right.
they're gonna get.
So my thing is, if this movie does turn out to just be an unmitigated horror fest that is hated by everyone, and I'm not saying it will, and I hope it's not. I hope I'm somehow able to love this. If I'm able to smile at it, it'll be amazing. But if it's not, I think it's going to cause everyone to give pause to how much they're spending on movies for quite some time. I think that it'll cause Disney to rein in the budget for Infinity Wars, so that $1 billion thing won't be a thing anymore. It'll probably be a little bit less than that. It'll just make people nervous because Batman and Superman failed together.
Well, I don't think Disney will rein it in unless Civil War is hit
Okay,
hard.
Fair enough.
I don't think they're going to take any cues directly from Batman v Superman.
Okay, fair enough.
Right.
I might have gone a little out there.
Civil War is so close. It just.
And I
And-
love that they back down. That's so cool. Like Warner
Yeah.
Brothers backed down from Marvel and Disney.
Superman and Batman down from Iron Man and Captain America. I never thought I would say that sentence. 10 years ago, I would have said no fucking way.
And
10 years
again, it goes right back to what I'm saying. Superman, what, 79, 78 that movie came out? Before,
Yeah.
before nerding, before being a nerd was cool, that movie was awesome.
Yeah.
Batman, before, like, all this was a big deal. And then again Batman, and now again Man of Steel. How is it possible that you could fuck this up? And I wouldn't let myself. What's that? Yeah.
This
Back-
right here fucks it up.
Back when they said Ben Affleck, I'm like, come on, Ben Affleck can't ruin a movie. But I'll tell you what can. Fucking throw in all that shit. What? What are we looking at?
We're looking at Doomsday for some reason.
Literally.
And he's not even talking about the character, yeah.
Or was I talking about your mom?
I want this movie to be good, but this trailer is not giving me hope. No.
Like, our jobs aren't here to sit here and say what we want things to be. Our job is to sit here and react and respond to what we're seeing. And I mean, at least from what I'm seeing here, is just not good.
We need to cram more into this movie because we need to be the Avengers now. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, I agree. There's just, I mean, who's the main villain? Who's the main villain? What is Lex Luthor doing? Why have Doomsday? What are we seeing Zod for? I mean, shit. They're kind of playing it like Batman and Superman. They both think one of them is a villain. So theoretically, everybody could be a fucking villain in this movie.
Yeah.
Like what the hell is going on here?
And this story could be so simple. This could just be Superman sees Metropolis gets destroyed, or Batman sees Metropolis get destroyed by Superman. And then all of a sudden there's all this other destruction happening and people are getting killed left and right. Batman just assumes it must be Superman. And then they fight each other, and then it's revealed, this was actually Doomsday. There's your movie.
Or just not even have Doomsday. Just have Batman and Superman.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even have Doomsday in it. But if you want to do that,
Or
have
even
them garner a certain respect for each other as their fight gets out of control and civilians start getting hurt, and so Batman has to save people, Superman has to save people.
Yeah.
And through that they see that they're doing the same thing, and now they're friends.
They're fighting. All of a sudden they go into a public zone, and all of a sudden Batman sees them saving people. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
let me try devil's advocating here a little bit.
sure.
Let's just say that
I thought
with
you
the
were playing the
footage.
Keanu Reeves movie.
You're no Al Pacino, man.
All right, Charlize Theron shows up,
Oh shit.
Naked.
naked, cut up. The end.
Good movie.
Here's my $20. So let's just say, Superman is on trial because we've seen that footage. Superman's on trial for all the crazy shit that he's done, all the destruction. But because we're all zombified with Superman, he gets off. They OJ Superman, and Batman's pissed, and Superman gets this sort of special treatment, and so Batman says, you know what, fuck it, I'm a vigilante, I'm for the people, I'm gonna make sure he gets justice for whatever. And so there's that thing. They're kind of fighting, but for some reason Lex Luthor, he has something to do with it. See, already I'm losing track and it's falling apart.
There's already too many elements to incorporate.
Right. So
Right.
so Lex Luthor kind of gets off on that. He notices that they're the two big heroes are kind of involved in each other, and he brings Doomsday along. And with Batman and Superman,
With his
With
Doomsday
Batman-
leash.
Like Doomsday, be a good Doomsday.
thank God I have my Doomsday whistle.
Oh, do you want a Doomsday snack? Do you want a Doomsday snack?
So
Who's been a good Doomsday?
so Batman and Superman are farting around with each other. They're, too busy with each other. Meanwhile, Lex Luthor gets Doomsday to just really fuck shit up. And that's how we get Wonder Woman and Aquaman,
Mm-hmm.
because our true heroes are too busy to save the world from Doomsday, and that's how they get involved.
That'd be pretty cool.
Um,
I'd be down for that.
and then maybe
I don't know. The true heroes are starting to sound like dumbasses, though.
I'm trying to logistically, in my head, make it so that it would sort of make sense that there's so much. Like
Yeah.
maybe if Batman and Superman are preoccupied with each other, that would make sense for like this alternate Avengers type massive dump of character introduction. Like,
It's starting to remind me a bit of Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I think it was Mark Webb at
Ugh.
Comic-Con promoting it, saying, people were saying, aren't you afraid you're adding too many characters to the movie? And he was like, well, for the script we wrote, we actually add the perfect amount of characters. And it's like, that's a great answer.
That wasn't
That's a
Mark
great
Webb
answer.
that did that. It was Orchie or Kurtz, one of those.
Oh, okay. It's a
one of
great
those
answer.
guys. Yeah.
Complete fucking bullshit.
oh yeah, and the aardvark, or the fuck his name is at the end.
Oh, the Rhino.
Yeah, the
So-
Rhino.
Pointless.
The
So
Let's get
pointless.
Paul Giamatti and the worst character we could write for him.
Right. So weird. I think I would tolerate if one of these characters was that. Just
I would be down. That would be very cool.
Wow.
Like that's how they end it with Doomsday, like Rhino status.
Oh, God.
Oh, and then it just stays free.
I want him to say, ah, too.
and the hands have to do that too. Ugh.
Oh my god, yeah. I love how much silliness can be taken from this movie too.
Guys, give me your. Yeah, we could be wrong. I mean, they could, whatever. But
if they're wrong, I will write a letter of apology to everyone involved with this movie.
give me your theories on how we could be wrong and how what we've seen could be something that's actually badass and worth our time.
Okay, so if the first scene is the stuff in the desert, followed
Okay.
immediately, and like there's like this weird shit about the bugs, and it's like, wait, what are these bugs? Why the hell Batman get away? Oh, whatever, this is weird. And then they're both at that party, and it's like, well, hey, you're that dude from the desert. You're that other dude from the desert. I don't like you. I don't like you. And then immediately they go to fighting each other, while Lex Luthor is in the background creating Doomsday for reasons. So they just immediately jump into all the action. And then they get into so Batman and Superman are fighting by like the 30-minute mark. And then Doomsday is introduced by the 45-minute mark. And then, Wonder Woman's there by the hour mark. And then the last hour is just like, hey, let's all be a team to beat this guy for no reason. And then that's the movie.
Wait,
I
the
might
last
like
hour? What about the 2 hours in the middle?
I don't know. There's some shit about Superman and like, not having to take responsibility for killing a bunch of people and stuff, and Batman being butthurt about it, and Lois and
At some
Uh,
point, they work in Superman's origin, and
Yeah.
then Aquaman, and
We don't have
then
enough of that.
we work in
It's like-
Zod's
yeah.
lumpy corpse floated with kryptonite.
And there's shots of like Batman's parents getting shot, so there's gonna be at least one scene that's dedicated to Batman's backstory.
And a reference to fucking Joker. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Well, I think that's supposed to be a Jason Todd thing, but still, it's
but still, it's like, why do we need this? There's enough going on in this movie.
yeah, it would be cool if it was just a scene in the movie, but since they put it in the trailer, it's almost devalues it. I feel like
What's
Or it's-
Jason Todd above?
Robin 2.
Oh.
He was beaten to death by the Joker.
With like a pipe.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
It-
that
it was
suit that he
brutal.
sees, right?
yeah, I think that supposed to
With
be
the
the Jason Todd
With the
suit.
yellow writing. Okay.
hmm
All right, Bob. Give me your. We're wrong, and this is actually how it could be good.
That requires more thought than just seeing it. Let's see. What you do is you take The Dark Knight Returns, and then you merge it with Death of Superman,
Uh-huh.
and then for some reason you put in Wonder Woman and
Cyborg, Aquaman.
yeah, Cyborg,
Come on, take it
Aquaman.
seriously.
We cut out Green Arrow. We cut out Guy Gardner.
Oh, and Alfred.
Where am I
Yeah,
at?
Alfred.
Yeah, we
remember
throw-
Alfred.
Well, Alfred's Dark Knight Returns.
You put everything but Spawn in the movie.
Yeah,
They tried to get those rights, but didn't work.
get those rights. Oh, look, Barbershop 2 is playing now.
Yay.
Because that makes sense right after.
Yeah.
Or Barbershop
Batman vs. Superman.
3 or whatever. Like,
Oh my
which
god, they're
Barbershop
making a
is this?
third one?
I think it is the third one or the fourth one. Who knows? Like, I know of at least 2.
Immediate reaction. Barberman 3. Barbershop 3.
Whoa! Holy crap! This wasn't directed by Tyler
Tim
Perry.
Story?
Respect.
Tim Story does the barbershops, doesn't he?
Oh, does he? I don't.
That's unfortunate that you know that.
Yeah, well, it's the guy who did the Fantastic Four 2005.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's why I know that name. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, that's
Yeah.
silly
Bob.
pants.
Bob.
Better than Josh Trank.
Okay, today on Cineclash, I recognize fucking Best Man Holiday. One
Yeah.
of the worst movies I've
By
ever
the
seen.
way, what the fuck?
Mhm.
I'm just going to summarize. It's a sequel to a comedy that I never saw, and I just saw it because my buddy likes bad movies, so I went to see it for fun. And the plot basically goes like this. Unfunny, unrelatable jackasses be unfunny, unrelatable jackasses for about an hour. And it's supposed to be a comedy, but it's not. They're just horrible. And then cancer. And then we got to win the big Christmas football game. And then death. And then more unrelatable, unlikable jackasses. And then the movie's over.
Wait, how's this not a Tyler Perry movie?
I was just gonna say.
You just defined Tyler Perry. You're just
Exactly. It's a wannabe Tyler Perry.
Oh.
Oh, that's terrible. If
Yeah, it was.
you're at the point in your career or you're a director and you're wanting to be Tyler Perry, just stop now. You're doing it wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's got money, so they're trying to figure out how do I make Tyler Perry money? I'll make shitty movies.
I know, I'll dress up in drag.
I want to see the white guy version of Tyler Perry. That sounds amusing.
Larry the
Didn't
Cable Guy.
SNL do a skit?
Probably.
Kirk Cameron.
Oh,
Oh, God.
I win.
Thank you,
I
everyone,
win.
to save us. Yeah, point to CP. That's a 6-pointer right there.
There are some cool images.
Zack Snyder's known for it, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a visual master.
I mean, even Man of Steel, despite that terrible filter they had on through that entire movie, there was some cool imagery. I mean, like when Superman goes onto the ship,
Mhm.
and you see the the origin story of Krypton being told to him through the ship.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was awesome. No.
It was annoying as fuck though, because we already knew all that.
Yeah, I know.
It was
I
for
felt like they
Superman's
need to
benefit,
pick
not
one or the
ours.
other. It's like I felt both were visually exciting, but they need to pick one or the other.
Mm.
I felt it probably would have been better if we just followed from Superman's perspective.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I actually have that on right now.
What, Man of Steel?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I'm trying to do homework here for this video, and I want to make sure that Superman of the comic book movies, I probably know the least about as far as anybody who's had more than one movie.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to stay a little fresh here and see what, because evidently he is carrying over. I mean, do we even need Amy Adams? Like
No.
what the fuck, man?
Yeah, it's like the entire cast of Man of Steel, and I'm not really sure why. At first, I felt like it was just a Man of Steel sequel, and they're bringing in Batman. But now it just feels like this whole crossover movie, and it's like, why do we need supporting cast for all these characters?
Right. Tell me about
Batman. We have supporting cast for Superman, probably for Lex Luthor too, although I don't know about that. But
tell me about how great Natalie Portman's role was in the Avengers movies. Oh wait, that's right.
She's not there.
Right. Like your supporting character is Batman.
yeah.
Get Amy Adams out of there. What the fuck, man?
And especially because you just didn't do anything with her in the first movie. Like, why bother bringing her
Mhm.
back if you're not? Because you're not.
I know. I remember the casting for the first movie. I thought was brilliant. I mean, I thought Amy Adams was a great call. Lawrence Fishburne was a great call.
Michael
It was just great cast all around. But so many of them, yeah. so many of them, Michael Shannon they did fine with, but so many of them they didn't do crap with.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you meant. I jumped the gun on what you were saying.
Yeah, Michael Shannon doesn't count because they used him properly.
Yeah, no, I jumped to a conclusion and I was wrong. Yeah, Michael Shannon's
the best part
perfect.
about the night before.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I will find him.
Oh my God!
I will find him.
Have you seen?
I will find him.
I will find him. Have you seen The Night Before, Bob?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, all right. Well,
I'll probably get it on video eventually. I usually watch the Seth
Michael
Rogen stuff later.
Michael Shannon's a decent shit, an A+ reason
Yeah.
to enjoy Night Before. He's fucking. It's hard to not like that guy. He's just so awesome.
Drug dealing goes to Christmas past, present, and future. He's amazing.
He's a reason to watch most movies.
Yeah, no, he's a weird dude. Like I get the vibe that he's a lot like a lot of his characters, but fucking guy's good at what the fuck he's doing. So
Yeah.
whatever.
It works in the movie.
Yeah.
What's up, dude? What are you thinking?
I'm trying to think, like, if Avengers could work, there's gotta we only how many true villains did we have in Avengers?
Loki and the Chitauri.
So
Yeah.
2, right?
And the Chitauri were just minions, pretty
Sorry,
much. You
yeah.
didn't.
So it's really just Loki.
Yeah. Or unless you want to count the Thanos cameo and the there was the one Chitauri guy that talked, but
Oh yeah, played by what's his name from Buffy?
yeah, Wesley. I don't know I don't know the Alexis Denisof.
So
Yeah,
what if
I
what
knew
if
it was gonna come to me. Yeah.
what if what we've seen is maybe not a major role? Hopefully, that's the case.
That's best case scenario for me. But still, it's like introducing these characters, but not doing anything to establish them.
It's just, I mean,
We're bringing in these actors to essentially be Easter eggs then.
and they're not even like the choices are so weird. Like, what's his
Mm-hmm.
name from Game of Thrones? The character that it only shows up for Fast Five without any real backstory to her, and no one knows who she is, and
Yeah.
the second writer on Good Will Hunting, some guy no one's ever heard of from England, and I don't even know who's playing Cyborg. Like,
Yeah.
so many just random choices, so many just weird choices.
Probably because they could get cheap paychecks out of them.
Oh, totally. And,
And-
yeah.
and I'm really getting concerned about Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
I fucked him up
That
again.
was a weird.
I
that
was
weird.
actually thinking he'd be okay, but this last trailer, oh.
Yeah, Jesse
Oh.
Eisenberg. Like I said, he was on a bit of a thin line, and he seems to like really kind of gone over.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, I have no idea what type of Lex Luthor they're going for, but it's not going to be any type I've ever seen before.
right. And it's such a. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I really feel like Kevin Spacey was such a good Lex Luthor.
He was one of the best parts of that movie. I thought he was great in that movie.
So wasted. So wasted.
Mm-hmm.
Beautifully so.
Yeah. So Jesse Eisenberg seems to take like the Gene Hackman version, but like really, really punk bitch it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something I've never asked for either.
Yeah, I mean, Gene Hackman was kind of bitchy already. Like, even if he just
I think-
duplicated it, it would have kind of been.
Not to mention, I feel like that character worked in the time, but I feel like now you'd probably be safer going with the super smart Lex Luthor, the businessman type
Yeah.
Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
And Kevin Spacey could actually pull that off nicely. But
Oh, I'd love to have him. Just here, same
Well-
thing all over again. Just go back to what you did in 06 and
Yeah.
we'll be
the
fine.
the big rumor before they officially cast Eisenberg was Bryan Cranston. That would have been
Oh,
great.
That would have been amazing. That would have been
Oh,
You know what would be fun?
Heisen Luther.
Yep.
Eisenluther.
It's like, that would have been so cool.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
if Jesse Eisenberg isn't Lex Luthor, and he's just like Lex Luthor's kid playing Lex Luthor, and then like halfway through the movie, like Kevin Spacey's gonna kick in a door and be like, "Son, get out of here right now!"
Oh, good, another character.
Yeah.
exactly.
We need a couple more characters.
At least it's Kevin
Lex
Spacey.
Luthor
Like,
Jr.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right.
He can be president of the United States like he is in House of Cards. Crossover. And every once in a while he takes over the camera.
And
Yeah,
let's go back to the original, world is on fire theory. What if Ben Affleck's a bad Batman?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Not if like Batman's evil, but what if he sucks as Batman?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I think I get $20 from someone for one thing. Like,
Mhm. Yeah, honestly, I feel like the best we'll probably get from Affleck is he'll be serviceable. I'm not expecting anything great from him. So maybe if he actually does a good job, I'll be really thrilled. But I'm not expecting anything great from him.
yeah.
You would think this movie was simply it would paint itself, just Batman and Superman go, but I'm so confused at how much we're getting. It's not that it bothers me. If this were like, say, a 6-episode season, like
Mhm.
a mini series or something, I'd
Mhm.
feel a little bit better.
I agree
Yeah.
with that. Point. Yeah.
Well, let's actually push this movie back and say we're getting this trailer after we've already gotten Wonder Woman, we've gotten Aquaman, we've gotten Flash, we've gotten Cyborg. You don't even really need Cyborg, but we've gotten all these other characters introduced. You don't even need to do a Flash movie. You can just grab the Flash from the TV series and say, same universe, boom,
Right.
he's in there.
Right.
But they're not going to do
I'd
that. It's
feel
different Flash
better.
movies.
You feel better. What?
If they'd done all the groundwork and then led up to this movie.
Yeah.
And then I won't feel so concerned about them shoving characters in here because we've already seen these characters. It'd feel
Right.
more like a proper Avengers at that point.
Yes, and that's the tremendous difference. Avengers, you had Thor 1, just one.
Yeah,
Captain America 1, you had a couple of Iron Man
and a Hulk.
and a Hulk.
That's it.
And we introduced a whole bunch of side characters. Who was introduced in the Avengers? The Chitauri,
It's a time.
Maria Hill.
Yeah, that's not it. Actually, because like Hawkeye had been previously established. Black Widow had been previously established.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and a quick comment about Batfleck before we get from that. Sorry, yeah, I just had to throw this in and we kept. A
That's
year
good.
ago, right after Gone Girl came out in my acting class, I'm not going to name the coach because I don't want her to get in trouble or them to get in trouble. But we always talk about movies, and so we brought up someone's like, "Oh, I saw Gone Girl." The first thing out of my acting coach's mouth, Ben Affleck is the worst fucking actor ever. He was so terrible in that movie. First thing out of my acting coach's mouth when someone just
Wow.
mentioned Gone Girl. Just like, hey, I saw that. Her response was that.
They say people who can't do teach. So
I'm not saying make that like the certifiable like nail in the coffin that he's going to be
yeah,
terrible.
I'm just saying it's funny to hear somebody perhaps a little bitter.
Well, you don't have to be a great actor to tell a bad one.
Yeah, you're
Was
right.
that a Galaxy Quest line?
I think so. Yeah.
But I think that was at the end.
I think he's along the lines of like he's a better he's better in a neighborhood where he doesn't have to do too much when he's just kind of like the town. Fuck.
Yeah.
I thought
he's
he was
good in that movie. He's good in that movie.
right.
Although I do think for that movie, Jeremy Renner really stole the show.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm just speaking on Affleck.
Yeah, he worked. He was serviceable. That's really the best I've seen of him. He's serviceable.
Right.
He never, he doesn't ruin it. That's the best.
Yeah, he won't
I hate to
save
say
it.
it.
He won't save it, but he also really shouldn't ruin it by any stretch.
Yeah.
Like,
You know,
I
I do
what was
hate saying it
Dogma.
because he's a billion times better than I would ever be, but
Yeah, but it's still an interesting thing to know. Like in Dogma, like who's the more interesting character? Matt Damon. Like not necessarily because his character's more interesting, but just because Matt Damon is just fucking amazing.
well,
And
they
Ben
gave him a
Affleck,
bit more meat on that character too.
True.
Not surprising.
Well,
True.
I mean, somebody like Ryan Gosling kind of made his bones, not really talking, not really, just kind of reacting, just kind of
Yeah.
being a quiet dude. So, I mean, you don't have to be like the guy.
hmm Yeah, Ryan Gosling's never thrilled me with his acting, but Drive, shit,
Yeah.
man. Oh,
I just saw that movie again the other day. It's so good.
I need to watch it again. It's a great one.
So, back to the Avengers analogy. We have all those setups for Avengers without much. I mean, shit. We even had a preloaded villain.
Yeah, they grabbed Loki, which was a really good call because he was the villain in the first issue.
Right,
Yeah,
and
true.
he was the villain for Avengers.
Yeah.
So.
And he was the best villain they had at that time.
That's saying some things.
Compared to the other ones.
Yeah. So here in Batman vs Superman, we just have Superman, because this is a regurgitation of Batman, because it's not Nolan's Batman. It's not Christian Bale's Batman. I mean, the character is new. I mean, arguably, who the fuck needs an introduction to Batman?
Me. I don't know who that character is.
Who? What?
Why
Bruce
is there a
who?
Batman?
But-
Bruce Banner? Bruce.
But we're just getting introduced to him in this new universe, on top of everything else. I mean, Lex Luthor is being introduced too.
Yeah,
He has hair.
they almost have to do something with Lex Luthor because he seems so out there compared to the other iterations. I
Right.
have no idea. It's like I'm really not sure what they're doing with this character, but it's not filling me with hope.
It's weird. It's and like and he has hair, so obviously they're gonna. I mean, it's probably gonna be the scene that
He
James
shaved his
Byrne-
head for it though, so it's a
of
way.
course. No, but like, what's the big scene where he loses his hair? Is it when Doomsday's born?
Maybe
It'll
when
be
he
like
screws around
Lois
with
and Clark.
when he screws around with the
Yeah.
The kryptonite.
Yeah,
The
kryptonite.
krypton. He screws around with the krypton. It's like this big. You're like,
Yeah, Doomsday just punches him, and the only effect is his hair just falls out.
oh, my lovely locks! Why do you have the power to destroy hair? That's why he's the real threat to Superman, because he could destroy that mullet or that nice little like boy curl he's always got, you know.
I mean, the tone just feels so different too. The tone of the first trailer felt good. It was like dark and just, I don't know, more words, thesaurus for dark. I don't know. I got a little bit of camp from this last trailer.
hmm And I'm fine with that, but it's gotta like actually be funny. Like that bit we saw of Lex Luthor wasn't funny. It was just like, oh.
Yeah, like
God, is Lex Luthor just gonna be annoying in this movie?
Yeah, a little whiny bitch, just like
Yeah.
No,
it feels like they don't know what the tone of the movie's supposed to be.
Mhm.
Like they want it to be fun, which is why Batman and Superman have their little like, oh, you're a bitch. No, you're a bitch moment.
Mhm.
But I mean, but the fact that it's done so straight faced and they're not saying it in ways that are funny. It feels, and then you have Lex Luthor coming out of nowhere and be like, "Hey, I'm the silly one." It just feels like it's all over the place. Like, have you seen the trailer for Pride and Prejudice and Zombies?
Yes.
Like that thing
Yeah, a couple times.
That thing takes itself insanely seriously. Like, not a drop of irony, not a drop of like, "Hey, we're being cute here." It takes itself 100% seriously, and the concept is Pride and Prejudice, a love story in like the 1800s, and zombies. Like, you can't take that seriously.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like there's two ways to handle the comedy. and one way is to go completely serious with it,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay.
but that's not clearly what Batman v Superman's doing. It seems to be going for the middle ground, which is
No.
I don't know if I can think of a clear example where that really works.
Bob,
It's just, go ahead.
do you know the context of shit? I don't even think they share room together, but you could correct me. The context of Lex Luthor introducing Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent. Does he know who they are?
I couldn't even begin to
Probably.
tell you. I mean,
I would
it's
guess. Yeah.
certainly possible, but
Because if he does know who they are, that could kind of be funny. Like he kind of is
Mhm.
the voice of the audience. Like, you guys are trying to pretend like you don't know each other, but we all know that you guys know. And fucking,
Maybe.
I'm
Like,
again, I'm really trying to give. I really try to give credit to all sides. Even though it doesn't seem probable.
No.
I mean, it's possible.
yeah.
Uh, maybe, but
So when does Lex Luthor find out that Clark Kent, or does he in the comics?
Well, there is that line of you wouldn't want to get a fight with this guy. He's super strong. So
Oh yeah, the handshake thing. That
yeah.
was yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's lots of different continuities, but
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. If memory serves, it's like sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't.
It'd be really cool if in this like Lex Luthor's like, wait, you guys can't tell. He just puts on glasses.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
can't see
yes.
through this.
See
I'm the
that
only one that can see through this.
That's a big issue that they've always had. I mean, how that Supergirl TV series on has that issue, and they try to address it, but it's like, no, that's kind of bullshit.
yeah. If if it were serious and then just, like silly for like
hmm
something like that, I'm on board for that
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
um
I can kind of buy it in the Richard Donner ones, but this one, you're gonna go super serious with Superman, but nobody can recognize him through glasses at
Yeah.
all.
right. Right.
That's a bit of a stretch. That's like that
hmm
tone thing again. Like, how silly are you willing to get? Like, it's
hmm
I
I think that's part of the problem of modern big budget movies is there's just too much serious. There's just way
hmm
too much serious. Like a movie like Pacific Rim,
Oh my
oh,
god, that should have
just
just been
so
silliness.
yeah, so like welcome in like the environment like just imagine if Pacific Rim was made 20 years ago.
Hmm.
It would just be, stupid, goofy.
hmm
But even that had some like I don't know,
I
like
I enjoyed the movie, but yeah,
I
there's
love
like,
the movie. I just feel like the tone, like they were just trying to like
hmm
What's funny is Del Toro always defends the movie by saying like, guys, I just wanted to make a fun summer action movie. I did,
then
like
go all out with it. I
yeah.
mean,
exactly, yeah.
There's this line in the movie where they say something about Gypsy, and they're like, "Well, Gypsy is not digital; it's all analog." While the room's all lit and all this crap, it's like, no, no, that
Analog.
thing's digital as fuck.
it's just we've gotten to a point where like there's just too much dark, serious. I don't know, like
Damn you, Christopher Nolan.
yeah. I need Armageddon. I need something like that, or even Armageddon,
Where the
kind
breath
of.
of fresh air was with the Dark Knight, it's suddenly what it's the
hmm
go-to. It's the norm, and as the
Yeah,
norm, it's become kind of old.
it's
Yeah,
leaned on way too much.
we need a dark, gritty Fantastic Four, guys.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking Fantastic Four.
That is still just one of the weirdest movie-going experiences of my life.
I
Like,
want, I want a Criterion Blu-ray, and I want a lot of deleted footage.
I would even be interested in a movie length. How the fuck did this movie get made?
Like
Yeah.
I would love to watch
Fantastic
that.
Four, like,
Yeah, I'd rather watch that than the movie again.
yeah. I don't think anybody ever actually wants to watch that movie again. Isn't it still at like 10% on Rotten Tomatoes?
I don't think it's that high. think it's like 8 or
It's gone
9.
down. I'll look it up. I'm curious.
Gem and the Holograms got yanked. There's a movie. I mean, listen, we're not talking about any Oscar winners here, but that was a movie that they tried to make it realistic.
Oh, it failed.
I don't even know what they tried with that. I didn't see it, but it just
Right.
looked like
It is
generic
still
script
10%.
with Jim the Hologram slapped on the name.
Right. I've seen bits of the cartoon, and from what I've seen in the trailer, that's not the cartoon.
Yeah,
So
I don't recall YouTube in the cartoon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like.
Well, I mean,
I
you have
think
to update a little bit, but not that much.
But movies focus too much on making things real. What? Why? Why real and dark and?
It's like if you have a cool way to make it real, go for it. But don't just do it for the sake of doing it. No.
Yeah. And I don't. I don't.
Sleepy explosion.
I don't. I'm just so confused. It's just weird that like that the tone is like so bleak that something like just imagine like if this were Top Gun, that Lex Luthor wouldn't be a big deal. He'd be
For the record, I want to see Doomsday without a shirt on playing volleyball.
and doing this.
I want to see the volleyball scene in Batman v Superman.
But
I want to see
Great.
Doomsday taunt somebody and go.
I would love that. This movie just went from a 0 to a 10.
Yeah, just like stupid fucking cheese. Like that. There's places for that, and I don't know. I kind of miss it.
Yeah, I mean, I just watched Rocky 4 recently, and Lindsay was saying it too. I mean, that movie's. I mean, I enjoy the crap out of that movie, but it's a pile of cheese. It is
It is so silly. That whole
What movie?
franchise is so silly.
Rocky 4.
Oh, yes, deep fried
Yeah,
cheese.
it's like a cheeseburger, and then
Oh.
another cheeseburger, and then a cheeseburger in the middle.
And then dunked in oil and deep
Yes.
fried for a little bit. And
With 6
some-
montages.
Yeah, and they wait until you're ready to eat it, and they set off some fireworks from the middle of it.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, your meal is ready.
And then they kill Apollo Creed. Fuck you.
Oh,
They kill
Oh.
Carl Weathers.
They'll resurrect him for the Predator.
Oh my god.
even the Predator, that you son
Yeah.
of a bitch.
Yeah.
Cheesy as fuck.
hmm
Why can't people bro out in the 2010s? Just
I don't know.
it doesn't have to be the movie, just that
Mhm.
one little scene.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, the Dark Knight trilogy was great. Not every movie needs to be the Dark Knight trilogy, though.
Right.
Especially not
Right.
every comic book movie.
You know what? Squirrel Girl needs to be made, and it needs to be gritty.
Yeah.
It needs to be ugly. It needs to be blood-filled. And then just like, it's how you make superhero movies. It's how
If
you
they
make
announced
superhero
that-
movies.
I would embrace that way quicker than I embraced the Fantastic Four Dark Gritty remake.
So, could you explain Squirrel Girl actually, just out of curiosity? 'Cause I don't
Not
understand.
really. I've never followed Squirrel Girl.
She's apparently the most powerful character in the universe.
Yeah, I think
Like,
she's like indestructible or something. Yeah,
What?
Squirrel Girl.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I don't have my daughter's book down here. She actually has a like an encyclopedia of Marvel characters.
Oh, that's
I'm
pretty
sure
cool.
Squirrel Girl is there.
That's pretty cool. Actually, respect on that.
Oh, you know what? Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I
kind
didn't
of-
take itself too seriously at all.
Right. All right,
It
so-
had serious moments, but it was a fun time.
Dude, a
Well, you know,
dance
I
off
mean-
at the climax.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
hmm
I wish they had done more with that, but yes, that is so awesome.
hmm
Uh, we
Like-
need more Han Solos in
Yes.
just movies.
Mm-mm.
Just people to be the voice of the audience when shit's just getting a little too stupid, crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So,
Yeah,
Man of Steel, yeah. Oh, you have the fucking pop. That's
I do.
hard
The
to
bobblehead
find, that
version.
motherfucker.
Nice.
Is it? I just
Yeah.
got it at GameStop. Yeah, I just picked up a bunch. I got the Wampa. I got Han Solo.
I have the Wampa.
Like, you do? Oh, that's dope. I got Poe. I got Finn. And I got Leia right here somewhere.
Do you have Finn in the Stormtrooper outfit?
I don't. Do you? I hate you.
Yes.
Of course
I
you
know
do.
you do.
Well, you know what? You know who I got? You know who I got? Oh,
Herpes?
God, what's his name? Oh, yeah, I got that too. Oh, why can't I think of his name? Wash. I got Wash from Firefly.
Oh,
Ah.
nice. Mm.
He's got a little dinosaur. You see the dinosaur?
Nice. Mm.
We will call this land.
Yeah.
And I'll call it your grave. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
I never thought I could be sad looking at a bunch of toy dinosaurs, but then came the end of Serenity.
Right? Like,
It's like, oh god.
Shush. I haven't watched that yet. I have it, and I haven't watched it yet.
Oh,
Oh,
In
you
case you were about to
slacker.
do a spoiler. Yeah,
the dinosaurs come back and they get killed.
dick.
But that's cool. Finn, that's what's up.
I'll tell you what I like even more.
Oh, that's sick. Darth Vader with his helmet off. I
Yeah.
love it. Here, hold
Yeah,
on.
these toys are like crack.
Oh, they so are. It's so bad. Hold on, wait. Who else do I have? Where is she? Oh, yeah, I've also got Zoe from Firefly.
Nice.
Yeah,
More stuff that I need to watch.
yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, Firefly's easy. What?
Yeah,
So
13
one season.
Episodes in a movie?
One season a movie, yeah.
Not even a season. It's a half season.
Oh, terrific.
Yeah. It's just enough to make you fall in love, just to crush your
Yeah.
spirit. And I just realized Creed.
Like, why is there no more?
Has anybody watched that yet?
What?
Creed?
Oh yeah,
No.
I saw it last night.
Thoughts?
I liked it. It might be my favorite Rocky movie. But I say that as someone who actually did not like Rocky 1. I have a lot of issues with that movie. The second half's really good. The first half is trash.
Of Rocky.
Yeah, the second half is great. First half is terrible.
It's a product of its time, too.
Exactly. It is not aged well. It is not aged well. If I had watched it back in the day, I'd probably love it. But it's like, I don't know.
That's one I've seen on and off throughout my life. So.
Yeah.
And
So I'm never really paying attention.
I will say, seeing it recently, it's aged a lot better than a lot of the James Bond movies.
Yes.
I mean, shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get out of here, man work.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Socially speaking, especially. All right, so I'll wait till you see it, Bob. I like Creed. I just don't. Holy fuck, like Creed.
Well, I like you, but I don't holy fuck you. Like, what's your point?
Listen, that's all. I completely agree with that statement.
Okay, cool.
I
We're
don't
on the same
holy fuck like me.
page. It's like elementary school. I like him, mommy, but I don't holy fuck like him, mommy. Son, get
You got a problem with me? I got a problem with you, but I don't holy fuck go to prom.
That's pretty dope.
Even though I haven't seen, I will say I do think Creed is a good idea for a direction for the franchise to go after everything.
Totally.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't listen. I like it. It certainly can warrant some sequels. I just when they have the parallels to Rocky, there's this struggle, and I just don't think it's there for Creed.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna see it Friday night. So
Okay.
Right. Lindsay, just think about the fights that he ends up fighting.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean... I know
How
what you
did he
mean.
earn them?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like, as far as the character's arc,
Mhm.
fucking
Oh.
Bob, watch it. fuck.
Mm.
Oh my god, sorry guys, I just remembered something from the Batman v Superman trailer.
Good.
Batman uses a gun. He's
I
holding
thought
a
it was,
gun
I
at
thought it was
the
a
end.
grappling thingy.
No, it's a gun. It's got it in like both hands, and he's holding the barrel down. And I think it looks like a machine gun of some sorts or something. Like,
Wow.
What is this? Is this the new one?
yeah, in the new trailer at the end, there's
Go ahead.
it's like Superman, Wonder Woman, and then Batman, and Batman's got this like gun thing in his hand.
Hey, does that screen behind you, that still work to show things?
Sure, yeah, sorry.
You know what'd be so
Not right now.
incredible?
Not you guys.
To join Lindsay's words with the actual pictures that he's speaking.
Oh, he is holding something like that.
Yeah, right. You see it?
Yeah,
No
I'm
way.
seeing it. I'm
Okay, that's cool.
trying
Sorry.
it. Yeah, he's holding a. That looks like a gun.
Right? Like, am I crazy?
Where are you seeing, Bob? I don't see it yet.
It's like the
It's
last
at the
shot of
very
the
end, yeah.
trailer.
Oh, are you watching on your computer?
Yeah, I'm bringing it up on my computer.
Yeah, sorry, I'm still bringing it up on mine.
You slacker.
Friends of mine just showed up, so I have to go sooner or later here.
Yeah,
but
it looks
I'm
like
good
he has
friends
like a
with you.
shotgun or something.
Where is it? Why is it not pulling up anymore? Batman, Superman. Trailer.
Might have to go a couple down. It hasn't been out that long.
There it is. Yeah, but like it was popping up a second ago, but now it's not. Okay, so here.
Eat
Large
your
screen.
filter.
Yeah. Okay, so back it up. Back
Yeah,
it
it's
up.
dark to see on there, but
Yeah, here. Let's see if I can get a better
you
one.
can still kind of see he's holding something.
Yeah, he's kind of
Oh, yeah,
shouldering.
you can kind of see it here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go all conspiracy theory nut again.
Frame
So you see-
51.
Let
Let me click on you.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's
Extreme
not,
close up.
yeah, I'm having a little difficulty.
Oh, I see a barrel. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if I
If
can get
you,
a better.
if you actually bring it up, without seeing it through multiple screens, you can't. He's holding a gun.
Yeah, his hands.
Yeah,
are
I
in
don't know
this
what else it
position.
could be.
Like it might be like a rocket launcher. Yeah, you can kind of see it there,
He's
or
like
maybe
thinking
it's
the
like
cock- Yeah, I know. I see. You're
I don't know.
that.
Yeah, who knows?
That's
just
weird. That is weird. I mean,
They-
we're a step away from having Superman walking around with a gun, which would just be what the fuck.
Like one of
Maybe their enemy is
my most
that-
memorable moments of my childhood is like the beginning of Batman Beyond, and Batman quits being Batman because he's forced to use a gun because he's vulnerable, and then he hates it. Like he's like, "Crap, man! I just used a gun to stop a criminal. I don't like this," and he quits being Batman for a while.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
that
been
was
a
like
while
my
since I've
seminal-
seen that.
Yeah, no, I love
Good.
Batman Beyond. I watched it again like a year or two ago. Like it's a great show.
Oh, yeah.
uh,
There's the animated series and then Beyond, and
yeah,
they're just both really good. They're
yeah, they are.
Isn't there that shot in one of the first, if not the first teaser of him holding like a sniper rifle on top of a bridge or something?
He's on top of a building, and it could be a sniper rifle, or it could be like he's holding on to like the antenna of the building. You don't really get a clear shot of it,
yeah. I thought it was just the antenna.
but I did too. But I've heard people talk about it as if it's a sniper rifle. So maybe this Batman uses guns for reasons. I mean, I guess the flying Batmobile is shooting machine guns at.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's him and his tank thing. Like he's never. I've never.
I mean,
I don't know. Yeah.
There's lots of different iterations of Batman, like most
Yeah.
DC characters, but I'm
Need a
thinking
realistic
I'm not
reason
thrilled
to
with
have
this
him
one. I'm not.
fight Superman, so he needs a gun to have it be a fair fight.
He's not even fighting Superman.
Yeah,
He's
no.
Like, that's how you fight the big rock monster with a machine gun.
Rock monster.
It's like Rock Lobster. Rock Lobster. I don't know the words except for Rock Lobster. Something about going down to the beach and under the pier. There's a Rock Lobster.
You see, my mind went straight back to Galaxy Quest.
Oh right, yeah.
See if you can put together a rudimentary lathe.
Go for the eyes. Go for,
Go
It's
for
a
its
rock
vulnerable
monster.
spots. Go.
What's its motivation? What does it want? It's a freaking rock monster. It doesn't want anything.
Wait, what?
What
What
just
I
happened
do?
here?
I
You
think
sent
you're
me a
breaking it.
box? You broke the internet, CP.
What I do? What the shit's going on here?
You
My
broke the
computer
internet.
exploded.
Are you looking at porn?
I'm trying to.
You're obviously not very good at it. Are you using Bing? Because if you weren't, that was your first mistake.
Wait, what the fuck happened here?
You didn't use Bing.
I think I got it.
I still love in the Amazing Spider-Man 1 where he's using Bing. It's like, oh yeah, Peter Parker's a super genius.
He's so smart. He uses Bing. I wonder how much that cost. How much did that product placement cost them?
I don't know.
Well, here, actually, I might need to go anyway. People are getting rowdy in my living room.
All right.
What are you trying to do, this CP? What's going on?
No, I'm just I'm concerned. So before Bob, you gonna stick around?
I can for a little bit. I was hoping. How about not too much longer? No.
All right.
Oh God, I
Well,
killed him. I'm
Lindsay-
sorry, guys.
Lindsay, why don't you wrap up and
Okay.
we'll say goodbye to you and we'll get back to talking about you.
For sure. Oh, yeah, behind my back, right?
Can you believe that Lindsay guy fucking ducking out? What the
He's
hell?
not gone yet. Shut up.
Guys!
I love him.
Yeah,
I love you, man.
I love you both, too,
So-
so much.
So
Camera.
give us your pre-watching the trailer, your thoughts, your excitement, your anticipation, and now since you've seen it, has it changed? Why?
Well, I remember a year and a half ago when I said to a friend of mine, we were talking about how ridiculous this movie looked a year and a half ago with how much shit they were throwing into it, and I said, like, hey, what if they throw in Doomsday? And my friend's like, no, they're not going to do that. I'm like, yes, they are. Like, no, they're not. $20 says they will. Okay, you're on.
Did you
So-
really?
Yeah. So someone owes me $20. And there's also the fact that, I don't know, like, it's trying to be unpredictable, but it's just becoming pathetically predictable. So it's exactly what I expected it to be in all the wrong ways. So I'm in the exact same emotional position I was before. This movie just looks like it's going to kill all the possibilities of this stuff before it even gets off the ground. I still want to see Suicide Squad. I'm excited as all hell for Suicide Squad.
I actually have more faith in David Ayer than.
Yeah, exactly.
Zack
Yeah, yeah. I think if anything saves the DC franchise, it's going to be Suicide Squad. But Batman v Superman is just going to be another Man of Steel.
Did this most recent trailer
No.
change anything to what you were thinking? Were you excited? Were you not excited? Did it swing, or did it like just further your point?
I'm excited for how horribly messy this movie is going to be. And that's
And
exactly
you were
how
thinking
I
that before seeing this trailer.
Yeah, I've been thinking that for a while. And I mean, it just reassured everything I was worried about.
Okay.
In Batman with the gun. Still can't believe I forgot to mention that till right now. Like,
Hey.
I took notes. I can't find what happened to my notes, but I had notes for this. I took them. Anyway.
Plenty of versions of Batman out there. Maybe this one just likes to pop a cap in someone's ass.
Hey, yo, Joker!
Can't be worse than Clooney. Cannot be worse than Clooney.
You say that.
Man, everybody
You
was
say
saying the new
that.
Fantastic Four can't be worse than the old ones.
I
Whoa.
said that. I'm on video.
Whoa.
There's video evidence of me saying that. Go
I
watch
got
my-
so many comments of people telling me that, and I was like totally agreeing with them. Just like, oh yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, Lindsay, why
I
don't
got
you
to run.
say goodbye to everybody? Tell us what we can see you on, and
Yes. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. You guys are amazing for sticking through us just being silly people, and that just makes me so happy that people want to watch me be a silly person. My name is Lindsay. My YouTube channel is my 2 cents of nonsense. That's the full title. I review movies and I talk about shenanigans and silly things. And I'm currently doing a project where there's a whole video about it on my channel, but I want other people to submit to me video of them answering questions about Star Wars that I'm going to just edit together into one huge epic nerd video. And it's just basic questions. How do you feel about the original trilogy? How do you feel about the prequels? How do you feel about these new things? And hopefully it'll be amazing. And Bob and CP are awesome. If you're not subscribed to them, subscribe to them.
they're already here.
I'm just making sure.
Here's my video. Quick. Here's the answers. No, yes, and sometimes. There. I contributed.
Boom! Wait, crap! I wasn't recording that. Say it again.
So yeah, Lindsay, you'll see him back. This is some sort of converted version of Coast to Coast. You'll see Lindsay back here sometime soon, and
Yeah, we need to talk about Jessica Jones still. That was a good idea. We should do that.
Oh yeah, I'd love to talk about that.
are you guys both finished?
Yep.
Uh,
All right, I gotta get on my ass. Okay,
I have
oh,
my
you have a
script
question?
put together for my episode about it. So
I'm two more, and I'm done.
Oh, and my Jessica Jones video series has garnered over 1,000 views, and in 10 days it broke 1,000 views. That's the best any single thing of mine has done without me doing something to make it get more views.
Good for
yay.
you, man.
Personal success.
I remember you having like an episode summary really quickly, and I was like, that's good for you. That's part of it, man. Just being some of the first people to have that shit out.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's fun too, so why not?
Good job, Lindsay.
Thanks, dude. I
Thanks
should
for,
run though. I love you
Yeah.
both, but I should get out of here. I'll talk to you
Thanks.
soon.
Thanks for
All
checking
right, talk to you later.
Yeah, don't stay up too late.
Listen, just worry about
Okay,
California. Oh, hey,
okay.
hey, stay safe out there.
I will. Yeah, that wasn't too far from me. I will.
Yeah.
Thank you, though. Yeah. That was a couple hours, an hour or two away, but yeah.
Yeah, be
That was
careful.
scary. I will. You too.
Okay,
I don't want either of you dying on me now.
hold me.
Hold me. Don't ever tell me. Wow, did I just start singing the Kingdom Hearts song? Like, okay, bye.
Get out of here. And he leaves.
Yeah.
So yeah. What were we saying again?
I don't know. Is there any final things you want to bring about the trailer? My disappointment about it.
Yeah, please. I'll say that I was kind of excited, and I'm actually very like I said before. I'd never really let it enter my head that this could possibly really be a terrible, horrible error or mistake, a disaster. But after watching this, I think I'm really nervous for
Yeah.
this movie.
Yeah, I was expecting something more on par with the second trailer, the Comic-Con trailer, which I thought was fairly cool. I thought the
Yes.
teaser was and then the trailer was really cool, and then this one is just right back to And I don't know if they just rushed it out to compete with the Civil War trailer, or if they had this in a box ready, and this is honestly what they thought would be the best one to do. I don't know, but
You would think they'd have something for Star Wars. You would think they'd want to put something before Star Wars. So
yeah,
maybe if they didn't do it because of Civil War, they were probably close.
hmm
So you have had a bit of expectations of this kind of not going too well.
yeah. No, I've been like, I hate to rag on Ben Affleck because he's a talented guy. He's a great director. But Batman is just never sat right with me for him, especially
Mhm.
after hearing that Josh Brolin apparently auditioned as well.
No.
I'm like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
But yeah, all this, yeah. I
Yeah,
was
especially if they're going to do an older Batman. Josh Brolin even like feels better for
yeah,
that.
yeah. And just the second trailer was where I was like, okay, now you're starting to win me over. And then I feel like they just kind of crapped it up with this one. Just like,
Can you tell me, like, do you have like specifics that like, are there things that you've seen that you could tolerate, and are there things that like just like for me, I would say Lex Luthor really makes me nervous.
yeah,
Are
Lex
there other?
Luthor. I'm actually, after that trailer, I'm more concerned for Jesse Eisenberg than Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
agree.
Ben Affleck might be serviceable. Jesse Eisenberg may not be. I mean,
Right.
and it may not even be his fault. It might just be how the character is written, which is just seems obnoxious.
Yeah, punky. Just
Yeah.
really, and it is. It's strange. A character like that, you have to be careful because it's just
Mhm.
there's not much room to wiggle with that can't be perceived.
There's lots of different iterations of Lex Luthor, but I don't know if I've seen this one, and if I have, I've probably blocked it from my mind.
Yeah, like I said, Gene Hackman kind of was like that, but not anything like
Not as annoying, and
right.
also it's Gene Hackman, and it's also the time. And
Yeah. Did you know that Doomsday was was in this
I've
prior
heard
to this?
lots of rumors. I've been hoping he wouldn't actually. This is like the first confirmation I've seen for
And
Doomsday.
and your thoughts on that?
Why? I mean, there's a great Doomsday storyline. It's a Superman storyline. And we're going to waste the death of Superman, which is something that people have been wanting to see in the movies for a long time. So
Mhm.
we can just have this one-off monster in Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, are they seriously going to kill off Superman before the Justice League movie? I wouldn't
Yeah.
think so, and I don't see a scenario where you keep Doomsday alive, because unless they rewrite the character, you can't. He's just a destroying machine. You just
What? All right. So that is the Joker that kills Robin, or that suit that Ben
yeah,
Affleck looks at, like that's been rumored, right?
yeah. That's just a rumor. I mean, it probably is. So
So
this is probably I don't know if we'll be on Robin 3 or just not Robin at all or what.
and that's the Joker that kills him.
Oh, Robin 2, yeah.
So all right. So then there perceivably is a reference to the Joker, and what are they opening a door for maybe him being like? Is he just like legend? Like what?
I have no idea what they're doing with that. I mean, it feels like it's just an Easter egg. But why are we putting an Easter egg in a trailer? Because the only
uh,
reason I can think that scene could exist is an Easter egg, unless we're going to put Joker in this movie too. Because why the hell not?
you know what's funny? We were I don't know if we were talking about this live, but before we got on, and if we were talking about this live, I apologize. I just want to make sure that the context of what we were saying is for an audience. We were talking about just how great these Star Wars trailers were, and they don't really give you that much.
Mhm.
And this, what like I really want to say that it's night and day. That there's just so
Yeah,
much.
yeah, they jammed so much in here, and the trailer wasn't even good.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It's like you didn't get me pumped for the movie.
Right. If anything, I was
Mm.
actually kind of pumped, and now
Yeah,
I'm like, ugh, what happened?
I'm back to thinking I'm going in there to see just how bad it is. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
mm,
It's so strange how a trailer can really fuck with
mhm,
with what your with your expectations,
yeah,
with your mindset going into something. But it's just so just Star Wars and Batman vs Superman. Those are two, like, right and wrong. I really want to say that they're the right and wrong way to do things.
I love that comparison because Star Wars, it's like there's so little I actually even know about
Mm,
that movie.
mm,
I mean, there's this character named Finn. I don't really know anything about him. There's a character named Ray. Is Ray
right,
the girl's name?
right,
Yeah, I don't know anything about her. I
right,
can guess, but I don't know anything about her.
right.
Whereas Batman v Superman, I could tell you so much about it, and I'm not looking forward to it as much. I'm not.
Yeah, yeah, and
I
a
mean,
lot.
is this just gonna be Terminator Genesis again, where they spoil the big
Uh,
fucking reveal of the whole movie? Mm,
yeah, I would figure that Doomsday would be something that you would hold, like
yeah,
it,
that's the only way it might possibly work too, because I really don't like the idea of Doomsday in this movie.
yeah. There's a lot of theories slash suggestions that the Star Wars trailers are actually just things that happen in the first third, like most
That
of the
would be
stuff,
awesome.
right? And again, back to right and wrong.
Hmm.
it, it, I'm positive there's stuff in that Batman and Superman trailer that is some second, third act stuff there.
Yeah, if Doomsday pops up in the first act, they did it. Well, you know, Doomsday could pop up in the first act if it was just a Superman movie, but it's not. So no. Mm.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Yeah, I just hate comparing. I mean, and again, in the end, they're just trailers, but uh, I, it's too much. It's way too much.
Mm-hmm.
Um, are there things? All right, so Lex Luthor is one of them. Are there other things that you were secure with going into this trailer that now you're kind of like, I don't know.
Excuse me.
You need a drink or something?
No.
Just let me know
I
if you.
might grab one here in a second though. But Lex Luthor is the biggest one. I'm trying to think. For me, the big things that hurt me were Lex Luthor and Doomsday.
Mm,
Ugh. Um, I guess there's nothing else that really. I mean, Batman holding the gun doesn't thrill me, but okay. I mean,
um,
let me get all these great, fantastic devices. I'll do anything I want, so I can carry around a fucking gun.
yeah. This suit. It appears as if there's that Superman army thing, and there's armbands or whatever,
Yeah.
and
Well,
we
that was a teaser. That
right.
had me concerned immediately. I don't. I assume Lex Luthor's going to manipulate him to do something like that. At least
That
God, I hope so.
is that a storyline in the comics?
If it is, it's not one I know of.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
it certainly could be. I mean, Superman's been around since 20s, 30s,
Mm.
a little bit before my time. But
And they have the statue to him.
yeah,
The
honestly, the only Superman statue I'm certain there's more, but the only Superman statue I know off the top of my head is I'm almost certain there's one after he died.
oh, right. Okay. Yeah, and a huge like memorial in Krypton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What if they what if they let's just say, for the sake of argument, for 80% of the movie, uh, Batman's the bad guy, or Superman's the bad guy, or I doubt it'll be Superman, because this really is a Superman sequel.
It
Um,
might be. I
does it?
mean, with those thugs and the Superman logo on them, they
Yeah.
might set him up like that. It
Does
might
it?
be a thing where Zack Snyder's not a huge Superman fan, but a huge Batman fan, like Frank Miller, and just. I hope it's not that though.
The, I I don't. I'm trying to think how. Because it's like you said, they won us over with this. You the way they presented some of the footage
hmm
was pretty all right. Um, is it possible that it's just a really poor representation of the movie?
Oh, of course it's possible. It's
Is it
probably not
probable?
though.
Right, right.
I mean, we were just talking about Serenity. Serenity had some terrible trailers for that movie. If you look up
Mm,
Serenity trailers, they're terrible. But the movie is great. Mm-hmm.
yeah, uh, a movie that's not great, but I would say got robbed by its entire marketing, is John Carter. John Carter isn't.
I don't
Um,
remember any of the trailers for it. The movie was,
eh,
yeah. I mean, I don't have any desire to ever watch it again, but I
yeah,
don't. I don't regret watching it. I don't.
yeah. It's an okay popcorn movie.
Yeah.
It really shouldn't have failed. I mean, not. Listen, if A Team can make 100 million, John
Yeah.
Carter really should have made 100
Yeah.
million.
Yeah.
It's just strange how trailers can really do a lot.
Mhm.
Um,
I feel like Batman v Superman probably would have been better if they just didn't make or didn't release this third trailer.
yeah, and you know what? Like we were talking about before with Star Wars, is is the Superman brand, or shit, the combination of the Batman and Superman brand, is it strong enough to make this film fail-proof?
Maybe.
Do you understand what I'm saying? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, I
Well,
mean, you know,
I
Star Wars is making 150 million
yeah.
opening weekend. There's like it's just gonna
It
happen.
might have already. Shit. I still need to get my tickets. My theater isn't selling them yet. I'm
Jesus,
getting nervous about that. I
what
mean,
the fuck is wrong with them?
yeah, I'm nervous about it. I'm like, come on, sell me the tickets. Sell me.
Wow, that's. Do you have Fandango?
No, I just
Oh,
go to a theater and get them. But I guess
okay.
I could go online. That's probably
That
the
made
better
me
bet.
nervous. I was just like, what's wrong with where you
Yeah,
live?
it's it's not quite the middle of nowhere, but it's adjacent to it.
We could see it from here.
Yeah. But, anyways, what were we at?
um, fail proof.
Oh yes. It might. I predicted back last year that Gotham would dud.
The
I did
start.
not think that show would be successful.
It was kind of
Because
stinky.
yeah,
I dropped out of my.
I tried to get through the first season and I almost made it. I made it to episode 19 and then I gave up. Oh, sorry. But yeah, I predicted that would suck, but it did well for
Yeah,
premiere numbers.
yeah.
So this, I mean, it might be if you have Batman in a movie, you know, you get $500 million now. That's it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of bad. I mean, Spider-Man 3, bad, still made some money.
Hmm. I think it was worldwide. I think it was the most successful of the three.
Wow.
Not domestically though.
I mean, shit. You want to talk worldwide? Terminator Genesis.
Yeah,
Did
China loved it.
yeah, it did quite all right across. So, all right, so let's flip it now. If it does fail, what is the bar bottom that they scramble? Like, what is the number that they need to get over before some sort of drastic thing happens? And if they don't reach it, what do you predict happening?
DC is, or Warner Brothers, I should say, has proven to be rather finicky with this stuff. They might try to. Suicide Squad will probably be too far in the process. So I don't know what they'll do about that, but they might try to shoot Wonder Woman a bit and get that to be and say, oh, this is starting the new universe. I could see them doing that. I just remember back in 2011, Green Lantern was supposed to be the start of their cinematic universe.
Yeah. It's funny, these 10, 15-year plans that these Marvel ripoffs are trying to do. All you need is one of your tent poles to not do it. What I mean, it's already coming out in March, I think, right? March. Some bizarre month.
Yes. Well, it got pushed up.
Pushed up to March or
up to March. It was supposed to be the same day as Civil War.
Yeah. They blinked.
Yeah.
And for good reason.
Yeah.
So 200 million. Is that, what is that for Warner? 200 domestic.
That would probably be a dud for them, I would have to think, especially if they spent 400 million on it.
Is it enough to panic?
For them, almost certainly, yeah. Just my experience with Warner Brothers is they are very finicky. They don't seem to dedicate. They don't seem to dedicate as much as they should into stuff besides Batman and Superman, because so many of the other comic book property movies they've done besides Batman and Superman are so bad.
Yeah.
They've done good animated work. I'll give them that, but.
I would say they got lucky with Gotham. I kind of agree with you. I tapped out after 5 episodes.
Yeah.
I just was not into it.
Just looking at the premise, I was like, maybe, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's like, let's look at Gotham before Gotham was interesting.
Yeah. Oh, no real Batman. Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
um,
Batman's gonna be a kid.
yeah.
Yay.
Can I at least have like a Batman Begins type spin?
Yeah.
Can he have like kung fu shit?
It's gonna be just like Batman Begins, except it's gonna take 15 seasons.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Sure. I mean, when you think of like superhero TV shows, I mean, even Jessica Jones kind of good show, stretches things.
Hmm.
I mean, can you imagine like an Avengers TV show? Oh shit! Just let's take Batman vs Superman and make it an 11 episode season. They could really, 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 you know, smooth things out and let
Hmm.
some stories breathe.
Hmm.
I don't understand why that's not like an option.
But still, look at Jessica Jones in comparison to Batman v Superman in terms of freaking characters they're introducing.
Mm. Jessica Jones introduces less.
Yeah, I mean we're getting Jessica Jones, we're getting Luke Cage, we're getting Purple Man, and a couple of side characters.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Mm.
I what do you? All right, so let's stay with that 200 number. Let's say 200 is the domestic number, and Netflix comes in and says, you know what? Why don't you redo it, but give us a 3 season guarantee, you know, 10 episode max, and try to tell this story and do it on our stuff. Do you see that as a possibility? Can you imagine what could happen with that?
I don't know. Anything's possible, but I would say I won't put any. I would think odds are against it, especially since they got the deal with Marvel and those shows are going so well.
Mm.
They
All right.
probably won't be up
So
for rock.
Hulu then? Amazon?
Sure. Actually, I could see one of Netflix competitors jumping for it.
Yeah,
Like Hulu or Amazon, I could see them going for it quickly.
I would think if a disaster happens with this movie, and you know, say well, Amazon is probably more likely. They'd probably want to throw some money at it.
Hmm. They
It would
probably
be
have more money to throw at it.
right. It would be really, really interesting to see if they would try it,
Hmm.
and if they did try it, the possibilities are really sexy.
Hmm. Yeah. Of course, knowing DC, they'll just say it's a completely separate universe from everything else again. Everything's a separate universe because I guess they have to be. Because
So here's the story on the soldiers from Batman vs Superman.
Yeah. You know those bug guys? They get 5 seasons of a show. Each one will focus on a different character in the bug guy platoon.
It's the Daily Planet, this show. We're going to follow each little story from the newspaper of the day.
Sorry, Jimmy Olsen's nephew.
It'll be like Law and Order, except just fucking Daily Planet, Daily Bugle, whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh God.
All right, so why don't you wrap up your feelings as a whole for the trailer?
Yeah, I would have been happier never seeing. I would have been much more optimistic going into this movie if I'd never seen that trailer.
I'm sorry to make you do this on the internet and just have the world watch you as your heart gets stabbed out.
Yeah, I still want this movie to be good, but they are not giving me things to be optimistic about.
Right. Yeah. Do you're you're a DC guy, right? You prefer DC.
No, I prefer Marvel, but I mean, I still plenty of DC stuff. I love them both, but
Mm-hmm.
I grew up on Marvel, so
All right. So, lastly, give me uh, uh, a dollar amount. Civil War to Batman.
I was thinking about doing a video about that. I'm
All
still
right.
trying to think about it.
All right. That's fine. That's fine.
I think
Say goodbye, and that'll be your teaser. That
no,
will give us the
I
answer.
can give you numbers, but then they might not be the same.
Okay.
I honestly think Civil War has a really it's probably going to hit 1 billion
No. Yeah.
worldwide.
Yeah. If Minions, Fast and Furious 7, and Jurassic World can do it, yeah. Yeah.
I think it's got a strong chance at it.
Sure.
I've seen lots of predictions that say Suicide Squad will hit 1 billion. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. I'm thinking Batman v Superman will probably, unless it's really good, it'll probably hit the 800 million.
I could see that.
Mhm.
Yeah, worldwide, sure.
Yeah.
And Civil War? A billion, you said?
Billion,
All right.
possibly higher, but I'm being conservative, more or less. I think it is technically a Captain America sequel.
Yeah,
It's got like
it's not
so
an
many
Avengers
characters
movie,
in it. Yeah.
technically. All right, and tell the folks what you got scheduled, what we can look forward to from Organized Chaos.
All right. So for the month of December, I'm doing my Jessica Jones versus Alias comparison, comparing the comic book to the show. I'm doing the Star Wars Holiday Special. I'm doing Saving Christmas, which was such a treat to sit through.
The Kirk Cameron movie?
Yes.
Oh.
It should have been called Two Guys Sitting in a Car, and then 10 minutes of post-credit scenes. That's literally what that movie was. But anyways, and then at the end of the month, I'm hoping to get episode 1 out. And then
Episode 1?
yeah,
Star Wars.
And then it will be I'm gonna do some lighter stuff at the beginning of next year to be take a little bit of time off, but then it's gonna be comic book stuff for a while, at least till Civil War comes out.
And Bob / Organized Chaos Productions, his stuff on Vimeo is slightly better than on YouTube, so be sure and check that out. I'll put something down below. Right? Am I wrong in saying that?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. YouTube is slightly annoying with claims and such, and what they want to accept, and I can't figure out exactly what it is. If I could, I would just change how I edit, but I can't, so I'm coping.
Yeah. So he has director's cuts, better versions of his videos on his Vimeo page. So, like I said, I'll put that down below. So check that out, and be sure to subscribe and all that other fun jazz. And otherwise, you'll see Bob on whenever the hell I get around to it. I have a Joker analogy thing. Whenever Suicide Squad second trailer comes out, I'm gonna piggyback it, but
I'm waiting for them to do another trailer and have Doomsday pop up in that
too. Wonder Woman and
Doomsday joins the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, so you'll see Bob here, and I think we're gonna have a genuine, at least one more coast to coast, if not on the heels of Star Wars. So you'll see us at least once more before Christmas.
Yeah. We need to make sure to watch The Road Trip so we can discuss that thoroughly.
and I'll have my early review on Point Break for you, unless I sign unless I'm not allowed to.
This movie is so good.
My embargo says that I can say that. Wow, what a great time! That's
this movie made Star Wars look like shit.
Yeah. So and the same guys who were around for a game show, we're gonna try to do something different. If you're a fan of Seen It, the like the play along DVD game. We're gonna try to throw something together, and Bob should take part in that. It's just getting it together. We'll probably have another couple of coast to coast before it happens, but there's always that. So you'll see plenty of Bob here, but please go check him out and check out his Vimeo page. It's better. But we'll see you. For Bob, you want to say goodbye?
No, bye. I don't have any thoughts left. My brain's turning mushy.
Yeah,
It's good fun.
It's still Star Wars, guys. It's still Star Wars.